Hi guys, Arindam here from EdCLAP. Today we'll learn Visual Studio Code, how to operate Visual Studio Code and what are the applications, how are the technologies, how we'll maintain this. There are a lot many features. Okay, before start to this Visual Studio Code, I have one statistics. That statistic shows you that how many developers are using Visual Studio Code for their development. The statistic says that Visual Studio Code is about 50.7%. That means most of the developers are using Visual Studio Code, right? Now we are coming to this Visual Studio. Actually, the Visual Studio Code is developed by the Microsoft Corporation. It is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux also. Don't be confused. That is the Visual Studio Code and the Visual Studio. Visual Studio is a complete package, right? But Visual Studio Code is a the editor, means the programmer when write a code, then that kind of editor we are using. It is an IDE. There are a lot many features available in this Visual Studio Code. That's why it's popular. So it comes in a built-in support for the JavaScript, TypeScript, and Node.js. But there is a lot many other extensions for C Sharp, C, Java, Python, and PHP as well. Right? Now we are coming down some of the advantages. The Visual Studio Code has the IntelliSense for the programming language. Now the question is, what is IntelliSense? IntelliSense is a general word. That means it completes or completes the code if you are typing some of the part of the codes as well. Say if you are typing the two letters, three letters, that will automatically covers the rest of the letters. So it actually we can say that is a completion of your information, completion of your code, quick information, content assistance, code handling, code hiding as well. It has a customization features or the customized interactive interface. So what is this customized interactive interface? The customized interactive interface means you can change the different patterns, different themes, different icons and all, right? So I'll be showing you when we'll come down to the live demo. I'll show you that how to do that. One more important and nice feature I saw, that is a comment palette. What is the comment palette? Actually, in the common palette, what is happening sometimes where we are a little bit forgotten about this, that particular option. Where is this? In the file menu, or in the edit menu, or in the display menu, or in the other menus. So here we can just type the one or the two words of them, then automatically it will come down. So this is a very interesting. Next one is the integrated version control. So then a question is, what is integrated version control? Actually, when the programmer programming, when they develops the code, there are the number of users, a number of programmers are working in a one project. For that time, what is happening? The people are creating or updating the codes and that are covering to the one place. For that one, we need a one software that is called the version control software. The most of cases we are using Git or GitHub. For that one, what is happening in this Visual Studio Code or VS Code, there is a integrated features are available. Now we are coming down to debugging. When we are going for the debugging on the our code like JavaScript or any other programming languages, then we are having some debugging features that has been incorporated in this Visual Studio Code. Now we are coming down to the on-screen terminal. There is a multiple on-screen terminal and available. Just I'm giving an example. So if you are going for the any kind of command line programs, or sometimes what is happening, no, when to install some node packet manager or any kinds of such kinds of applications, then we need a command line terminal. So in normal cases, what we have to do, we have to open the command line and we have to run the command. So but here we are having a separate window so that we can create a terminal activities at the same time in the programming code environment, right? So that is why it is very important. Another very amazing feature I saw, that is a extension, because we are having some kinds of default extensions available in the Visual Studio Code or VS Code. but there is an additional extension. If you want to add it, I'll show you how to add the extension in this tutorial. Right, now we are coming down to installation process. Now when you are going for the installation process, this is the official site, https://code.visualstudio.com. Here if you go through this site, and if you go first one, it has a download link. That's what the screen shows. It has a download link. So once it is when it is going for the download, there is a some options might be asking you for the version. So you must select the stable release, right? This is the very important thing, remember it. You must select the stable release. And one more thing just I wanted to say, this is very important, because this Visual Studio Code is absolutely free. That means there is a no cost for downloading and using this one, and there is a no trial period, trial versions or like that, right? So now one more thing just I want to show you, that is the shortcuts, because Visual Studio having a number of shortcuts that I have given over there, but that is also available in the code itself. Right, now I am coming down to the Visual Studio Code. So it is the Visual Studio Code. Just use when you run this co-op IDE, then it will come down is this interface. This interface, you can say this is a dashboard interface. In the top there is a number of menus like file, edit, selection, view, go, run, terminal and help. And in the left side some menus are there. You can see this one. This is called the sidebar or slider bar, sometimes sidebar. Now on people we are calling. Now first what we have to do, first we have to open a project or we have to create a project. First go to the file and open file. In the open file, first you have to create a folder, and inside the folder you have to just select this folder. Here I have created one folder demo. Just I select the folder demo and open. Right, just a minute, I'll check it once again. Open folder, sorry, it will be open folder. Select this open folder and select the folder. So I have selected the folder. In the left side bar you can see this is a demo which I have selected, and there is a no file. Now I'll be creating two files. I'll give a demo of HTML simple, a small HTML file along with the one CSS activities, right? So now I have to open or create a new file because I don't have any file right now. Now I'm just creating one file. That is new file. From the new file, I have to create a one file and save it, because at that time I didn't have saved this one. Now I have written down index and the file name and the extension I made it HTML. Now save it. See in the left side the file has come index.html. In the left side some of the symbol is showing over here. Now I want to create another file. Let's come down to new file, and again I go to for the save. Now it will ask the file name. I have written style, right, and the type of the extension is CSS, and save it. So here I can say I have created two files. One is HTML file, another is CSS file. Fine. And just I remove this one welcome things. So these are the two files I have seen it. Now I want to write some code in HTML. Now write HTML. Fine. Once you type the HTML, automatically the counter part of that means the completion of HTML, the counter tag has already automatically it's coming down. Inside the HTML we know the tags. Inside the HTML it is head. Fine. And inside the head I write down the title. Fine. In the title I have written is my first web page. Fine. Just after head I have written down body. Fine. In the body I have written the two title, that is in H1. This is head 1. I have written one more heading H2. This is head 2. Very good. Now I have written the P, one paragraph. Automatically the paragraph is coming. This is nice environment for coding. Fine. So this is the page I have written down. Just now I want to run this page. Okay. Now I am coming down to my folder. Coming down to this my folder because I have created these two files. Now just I double click this one in index. What is happening? It is showing the two lines. Fine. This is the heading 1. This is the heading 2, and this is the last one is the paragraph, right? Now I am coming down to my coding. So this is the HTML code. Fine, very good. Now I am coming down to the CSS. Now I want to write some code on CSS. Fine. Now I want to change the head 1 color. So I have written down the head 1 and I have written down color colon say red. And one more thing I want to write, alignment center, text align center. Fine. See here one important thing is showing. One more thing, just I wanted to write the h2 also as well. H2 color colon green, right? Semicolon text align. So whatever it is automatically coming, that is called the IntelliSense. Fine. And one important thing I saw you, I'll show you this. If this is a red color, right? If you just move the mouse pointer on red, automatically the color palette will come. Now you select the different shade of red. Now I am just changing this one. Fine. So automatically it is changed. Now I am coming down to the our HTML files, right? Just I make it refresh. Okay, no effect is coming down. Fine, because there is a no connections with the HTML and CSS. But here see, we have two files, but I want to see these two files in a single screen. Okay, don't worry. In the right side, just you come down, there is a, what is this? There is a split editor. Just click on that. Once if you click on that, then your editor will come down in on splitting into the two sides. One is left side, another is the right side. I want to open the HTML file in left side and I want to open my CSS file in the right side. Now go to this Explorer and select the right side. Select the right side. See, I have selected the right side and just double click on the style.css. Once I double click the style.css, so automatically the style.css is opened in the right side. So I want in the left side only HTML file will be there. So I cross the HTML CSS file from the left side and I want to open the CSS file in the right side only. So just I remove the HTML file. Fine. So in the left side there is a HTML file and in the right side there is a CSS file. Now I want to connect this HTML file to CSS file, right? So for that one I have to link it. Now I am coming down. We know that for the link we have to do in the head sections. So now we have written down link rel equal to style sheet. Fine. Then type equal to text slash css. Fine. href equal to, see, once we type the href, then just it's coming down the file name, that is available file name. Then after, just I have typed down the rows. It is a simple example of HTML file because in my HTML course you can see the total complete HTML process what is written down, but don't be worried about this what is written over there. Just I am giving an example as because you can understand that how this editor it works. Fine. So just it is a connection between this HTML and CSS. Now I'm coming down to my web browser. Fine, just a click on the selections, just a refresh it, then you see this a head 1 is color changed and head 2 is also color changed, right? Fine. So this is the one thing I showed you, that how to split the two sections. Now just I close it down in the right side. Now it is there in a left side. So if we just open this one browser, that explorer, the two files are there. Fine. So this is the content we are showing. Now I am showing you one important thing, that is a terminal. What is terminal? If you click on the terminal, there is a new terminal. Just click on that. In the lower sections you can see there is a one small splitted window has come down, that is called the terminal. You can write down any DOS command, so it will show you the list of the files available in this particular folder, because here the current directory is demo and that is showing over here. Fine. So this window or this terminal name is the PowerShell. This is the PowerShell. We can write down the any kinds of command over here if you require, but some of the softwares might be required the terminal, and that is why this terminal is given. There you can open a more than one terminal as well. If you click plus symbol, then automatically the another terminal will come. If you click one more plus symbol, see another terminal is come. There are three terminals, that each and every one is known as the PowerShell 1, 2, 3, right? So if you want to close it down, just here you call the kill terminal three times, then the terminal has closed. Now I am coming down to some of the themes. Here in the file, then you go to the preference. In the preference, you can see the color theme. So just click on the color theme. It will show you the some list of the color themes. I have just selected one color theme, red. It looks full red in color, but someone might be choosing that one, but I am not choosing this one. I am just comfortable with the default setting. So now I want to change back to this default. So you go again to the preferences, then go to the color theme, and then the dark plus, that is the default. You come down to this original. So this is the theme we have selected. One more thing, just very interesting thing, just I'll to show you. Here the image, it is just before the index.html or before the style.css. Some two different symbols are showing over there because the file type is different, right? So now I'll show you how to change these file icons. Here you go to the reference and change the file icon theme. Note it, file icon theme. Click on that. So here the number of file, only three different file icon themes is showing over there. One is none, one is minimal, one is SETI, which is already fix it up. Now I am just giving you the minimal. Just I've clicked on the minimal. See in the left side explorer bar, the file icon has changed, right? If you select the other one, now just I'm going down to the file icon once again and click the none. What is happening? There is a no symbols of no icon color and symbols are showing over here, not in HTML, not in CSS. Fine. So but it is difficult to understand that file type, because if we'll be showing using the particular color or kind of images, so it will be very easy to understand. So what is happening, I want to add also some set of, instead of existing one, I want to add a one more additional color schemes, that means the color themes. For that one I have to add some extensions, right? What is extension? So extension, if you want to add, just click in the leftmost extensions. There is a button just which is I have selected here. This is the extension button. Just click on that. If you click on that, you can see the number of extensions are coming down. Lot many extensions are coming down over here. Fine. Now I will be selecting the color theme. So icon theme. Write down just icon theme. If you select icon theme, the lot many icon themes are coming down. Just one, first one I am just selecting. What is this? This is the material icon theme. See in the bottom there is a number of different color icon themes are showing over there. Very interesting, the number of different and very lovely. So for that one I want to select that color scheme. So how to install that one? See in the top image, just in the top of the row there is an install button. I just am clicking the install button. Once I am clicking the install button, what is happening? It's installing. Already it has been already downloaded. Now just here I have to select the, here just I have to select the material icon theme. Just I have selected. As I have selected, automatically the icon has been changed. See in the left side. What happened? In the left side earlier it was some different symbols. Now it has come down to the another symbol. This is the material icon symbols. There is a good to look and to understand. There is an HTML file and that is the CSS file, right? Fine. Now we are coming down to the one more informations, but in case of from the file I can see you the shortcuts. Just click over there, you can see the lot many shortcuts are there. So these are the shortcuts as per your as and when required. You can check it out these shortcuts and you can use these shortcuts as well, right? Now just I'm closing down. One interesting thing I want to show you again, that in case of HTML, I already told you there is an IntelliSense. If you write down very short code, automatically the full information is coming down, right? Now I'll show you how it is coming down. Just I'm removing this. Fine. I'll be writing down enter the same thing, but in a very simple way. Just to type, if you type down HTML, automatically it is coming down some set of things. Just I have selected the HTML:5 and press tab. See, the entire thing has come down. Correct. So just a title I have changed it down. This is my first page. Fine. In the body sections I have written earlier h1. This is head 1 and I have written down h2. Sorry, is head 2. Done. And one paragraph I have made written over there. Fine. This is the magic of Visual Studio Code. Fine. And there is a CSS file, but I had a one code for connecting with this CSS file and that HTML file. Link rel equal to style sheet type equal to text oblique CSS, and then after href equal to the file name, then text complete. So it was already written earlier. Now I have just repeated it one. I'll show you that how the intelligence is coming down. So one more thing, that head sections. Just you can close down the head sections if you don't, it not required earlier right now. If you want to see, then just you click on that, it will come. Fine. If you click on that, it will come. If you click on that, it will go. It will collapse actually. Fine. Now one more thing I'll show you in the view sections. There is another important thing is command palette. What is the command palette? If you click on that command palette, that lot many informations are coming over there, because this is the all the commands. Because sometimes what happening now, I have just we are forgetting that some of the menu options, but in which menu it appear, then we are keep searching. So here also there is a important thing, just you no need to search, just you type down the content. Say for example earlier just I have installed the icons, right? So just icon files, just I have written an icon theme. See here, just I have written the icon theme, automatically the icon theme has come down. So in this way in this way we can see the different icon themes and all. Fine. Now I am coming down one more applications, that is the icon theme. I have already covered, color already covered, different colors, and we are having some kinds of shortcuts that you have already told you. Okay, now one very interesting and amazing thing I'll show you, that is that when you are writing the codes, what is happening when you are writing the codes, it is coming down into the browser, right? It is coming down into the browser. Just I'll show you once again. I just make it in these two things in the two different sections. Fine. Now it is the right side, it is showing the browser, and then left side it is the our code, the VS code, right? Now I am changing this one thing, just head 1. In this is the head 2 I have written down. Now I have written down this is the head 2, right? Just once you have written down the head 2, then I have refresh it. Now it is coming down, it is head 2, and this is the magic of Visual Studio Code. Then I have written down one break. Fine. Then I am written down Visual Studio and visuals are not same. Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code are not same. Just I made one quotation. Fine. Visual Studio Code, both are fine. Once you have written down, then it is coming down over here. Fine. But now I'll show you that we can directly, without any refresh, we can create a live update. For that one we need one extension. Let's come down to this extension. What extension we need? We need a live update extension. Just write down the live, and there are a number of live update. Just select this one, live server, right? If you click on the live server, it is showing that automatically if you type down the code in the left side, automatically right side you can instantly update this one. Just I install this. Let me install. It takes some time to install this one. Now it's installing. Once it has been installed, then you can see the very interesting thing. Now just I am closing down this browser. Now it has been already installed. Fine. Now just I closed it down. Check it down. Now it is installed. Here once it has been installed, then in the status bar in the bottom, you can see go live. One icon is showing, that is the go live. If you click on the go live, then only it shows the virtual server. Just I'm right now clicking. Once it clicks, automatically it shows a browser. See, this is the live browser, live shows server, and that is why the site is coming down like 127.0.1.5500. That's index.html. Now here I'll show you how it's changing. Now I'm coming down to one more heading, say H3. This is head 3. It is coming down instantly. See, it has come down. So no need to refresh, no need to update. Just you type down, automatically it's come. Very good. Now this is all about the Visual Studio Code. I hope you have understood this Visual Studio Code at the basic stage. But when you will be going for more and more in detail, I will come down again and again, because in the rest of the courses, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then after we'll go for PHP and Angular. For all these things, we'll be coming down step by step, and we'll be using this Visual Studio Code as a IDE. So we will learn very sincerely and learn these all options, and when we'll be keep updating in our courses, then we'll give you the step by step all the other informations. Hope you have understood this all. Thank you for selecting this. We will come down once again.